So we're going to make the Tic Tac Toe right now. To make the Tic Tac Toe, we have to start a new component, as we do with all designs. So component is Tic Tac Toe, and I'm going to click OK. So I got my Tic Tac Toe component, and I'm going to start drawing here. I'm going to make a sketch, and that sketch, I want that to be on the front view, so I click on the front view. Is the front right there, as we can see. And I'm just going to start out by making a 4.5 by 4.5 inch box. Now remember, I can switch between these boxes by hitting the tab key. So 4.5 by 4.5, and once you have that dimensioned, you can hit finish sketch. Upon finishing the sketch, I always look at it in the isometric view. I'm going to extrude this. I'm going to extrude it 1.5 inches. So I'm going to extrude 1.5 inches. Hit enter. Upon extruding it, I need to cut the grid lines for my tic-tac-toe, which I will do like this. So I'm going to draw a box, and I'm going to dimension this box to be 1/16 of an inch thick, 1/16. And this box must be touching the sides of the tic-tac-toe. So it had to be touching the top and the bottom. If yours is not, it's no good. You have to fix it. Now I'm going to dimension from here to here, and the magic dimension for that is 1.469. If you do 1.469, you will get a good result. So 1.469. Now we need to do this around the whole exterior. So we need to do it not only there, but we need to do basically the same thing here, and then twice horizontally. But the dimensions don't change. It is still 1/16 for the thickness, and it is still 1.469 for the distance. And that should give us, between here and here, a very similar distance of 1.37. It's pretty close, and we're going to accept that. It's a little smaller, but we're going to accept it. And I'm just going to go through here, make another box. I'm just going to make my last two boxes just quickly, and I'm going to dimension them each to be 1/16, 1/16, and 1/16. Okay. And I will dimension from here to here. And you know, I'm getting the 1.469 by doing 1.5 divide or minus 1/32, and this is to account for the thickness of this piece, and that's where I'm getting the 1.469, as you can see. Or yeah. So that's where that number came from, just to show you. So once again, 1.469. Okay. So here we go. I've got all my lines drawn in. The dimensions are clearly there, and I'm going to check this off. And I'm going to go to extrude, and I'm going to select every one of these boxes. Now, if you grab one that you don't want, you can just click it again. So if you make an uh-oh and you grab something you would not like, just click on it again and it will disappear. That is a nice feature about this software that isn't in all of Autodesk softwares, but it works very well in Fusion 360. So just going through, I'm going to select all of these, and I'm just going to extrude cut that in negative 1/16. And as you can see, it's a cut. It's negative 1/16, and I click OK, and there we go. Next, I'm going to create a sketch on any one of these squares. Will work, but I'm just going to do the top left. And in that top left, I'm going to go and I'm going to put a point right in the center of this. And you can use this where it makes an X, that's the center, and if you get two X's, it'll actually find the center for you. The problem is it doesn't recognize like these boxes at all. So what we want to do is we want to project our geometry onto those boxes. So we go to project geometry. So we're going to go to project geometry, and we're going to click on all of the boxes. and click OK. Now when we go to put a point there, it will actually find that X on the 2 spots, and they should, if they behave, line up like that. Find the X, there we go. Find the X, there we go. There we go. And I might need to come down here, yep. There we go, gotta find it on this one. There it is. The X is signifying the center. I need to bring it down from here. Yep. And then, yep. So I got my dots. They're all centered in their respective boxes. I hit Finish Sketch. I'm going to look at this at the home view. And I'm going to go to the Hole tool. And I'm just going to select each one of these holes. And this is the front game, the Tic Tac Toe. So I'm going to grab each one of these holes. And it's previewing massive holes. We are going to change that. This is going to be a Forstner bit, so it's going to have a flat bottom here. The depth we're going to go is 0.125 for an 1/8 inch. And the diameter for these holes is only going to be a 1/2 inch, so 0.5. All very important things to do. Once you have that 0.125 and that 0.5 in there, it'll look more appropriate, and you can click OK. So that's the front game. For the back game, we're just going to do the peg game you might see at a Cracker Barrel. To do this, we need to lay out 5 lines. So I'm just going to lay out 5 lines. These lines have to go all the way across. I will dimension them in a second. They should be horizontal. It's very important you don't snap to the middle. You don't want to place a line on the middle. That would be naughty. Okay, and each of these lines are 0.75 away from one another. So if I go up here to the top, this is 0.75. And if I go from here to here, this is also 0.75. So on and so forth throughout the land. Now all of these lines, I'm not going to use them. They're actually called construction lines. Hey, that one was correct. That's crazy stuff. All these are construction lines, and I'm actually going to change them to construction lines because I think that's beneficial. So I'm going to hit Escape, and I'm actually going to highlight all of these lines, or I'm going to hold Control. I'm going to highlight all of these lines. And I'm going to right click on them. And I'm going to switch them from normal to construction lines. See how they're dotted now? And that's kind of how I'm going to roll for these because I believe it's beneficial. So right down the middle, I'm going to draw a line here. This should also be a construction line. Please stop. And this is a construction line. And what I'm going to do is I have to draw 2 lines. So I have to draw a line from here to here and a line from here to here. These are going to be construction lines as well. So all of these are construction lines, just so you know we're not actually going to be drawing with them. Oops. Turn them back to normal line. There we go. And so I want this construction line from here to here to be 0.5. And I want the construction line dimension from here to here to be 0.5. And I've got a pretty good layout for what I want to do now. I want to go to my point tool. And want all around the perimeter, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, where these perimeter points are lining up, I want to put a point on those, and there's going to be a hole there. And I want to point here, and I want to point here as well. Now, I also want to point here and here, as well as here and here, but I need to make them line up, and they line up respectively. If I go straight down from here, that's one of my points. And if I go straight down from here, and you got the blue line to tell you if you're going straight down, that's another one. And then same thing here. I'm going to go down from here, and I'm going to go down from here. So now I've got all my points laid out for this triangle game that we're going to use. I'm going to hit Finish Sketch. I'm going to go to my hole tool, and I'm just going to select all of those holes. Now, I'm doing this one directly after I did the front one because this is keeping all of the same information as the front holes. So it's very handy that I don't have to change anything at the moment. So all this information should stay exactly the same, which is 0.125 and 0.5. And I'm going to hit finish, or I'm going to hit OK now. So that cuts those holes. The final thing we need to do is when we build this, we're going to put storage holes in here. So I'm going to make 2 points right in the center. So I'm going to find that center mark. There's the extra center point. I'm going to do 1, 2, and each of these holes is going to be 1 inch away from the edge. So 1 inch away from its respective edge, 1 and 1. I'm going to hit finish sketch. And then I'm just going to drill 2 holes. Uno, dos. And these holes are going to go down quite a ways, 4 inches. And their diameter is actually slightly larger at 0.75. We're going to do 3/4 of an inch hole. And we're going to click OK. And so there's your holes. Upon completing this, we're going to do what's called a fillet, not a fillet. A fillet, it rounds the corners. So we're going to select all exterior corners. Might have to rotate to the back to grab this. There's several on the front face. Because of the slots we did in the front face, the largest fillet it's going to allow us to do is a 1/16 of an inch. So after we select every point that's going to have a fillet, which is all the exterior edges, we can then go in and do, and that one I believe, the 1/16. And I'm just going to spin around and make sure I got everything before I click OK. If I got to add another edge, I can still do it, but this looks good. I'm going to click OK. So we rounded the edges a little so it's not sharp on the corners. And our final touch is to go to appearance. And then in appearance, we're going to add wood and pick one of the woods. And I'm going to say this is probably going to look closest in real life to pine because we're using poplar. But if you do not use pine, that's okay. So we got our pine wood and we are ready to go. You can save this. This is how to draw the tic-tac-toe board, and we will dimension next time.